I realize that there are people who have experienced trauma from churches. Unfair things. Like there have been things done in the name of Jesus, in the quote name of Jesus, from so-called pastors, so-called church members, that have really hurt us. Some have experienced extreme things in our lives. And I don't want to belittle any of that. But there's abuse or scandal or false teachings. And I think that's why now we're seeing so much uprising within churches. I think God is exposing things, abuses. And rest assured, friends, Jesus will judge those who have done wrong. And I realize as a pastor, it breaks my heart, honestly, because I know that there's been a lot of people that have experienced church hurt, and so there's this lack of trust. There's this huge gap of like, man, I don't want to be connected. I love Jesus, but I don't want to be connected to the church. And so I understand that, and I do. Again, I was a pastor's kid. There was times where there was people that threatened my family as a kid. Literally, physically, wanted to hurt my dad. There was board members that caused problems. This is the reason why I didn't want to go into ministry in the first place when I was a teenager. Like, I had some people tell me that, like, they would prophesy and tell me, "Oh, you're gonna be in ministry." I'm like, "Yeah, right. I don't want anything to do with that." I didn't want to do it. Then, when you're called, you answer the call. But then even in my own ministry experiences, being in leadership, there have been times, or being involved, like I've seen things. Like being underneath certain leaders and experiencing things that hurt me and my family, and literally was the proponent for us taking a break from ministry. I didn't want to go back in. And so I say this with all empathy. I understand, and I'm sorry for anyone. And so I'm not asking you to like, oh, you just need to get over your past. I'm not saying that by any means, because I realize sometimes we just need, it takes time. It may take some counseling from a Christian therapist, it may take talking, it may take processing. It takes us as churches, and hopefully we, as here at Discover Point, again, we're not perfect, but hopefully we can be the type of church that sees restoration in people's lives, that builds trust and equity because we are trying to do it the right way. We're not perfect. And so I say all that to say, as a leader, I'm sorry for maybe what has taken place in people's lives. And my prayer is that you would find healing and hope and restoration. It may take some time, but I believe that's what God desires for